Welcome to Afro Paradigm. I am Imhotep Kabasu Babu, Congolese writer and free thinker. Congolese anachronistic dictator Tshisekedi, reminiscent of corrupt and erratic African despots of the 70s, is an absolute disgrace to African presidents. African heads of states who associated with Tshisekedi and supported him when he ascended at the helm of the DRC in 2019 have now bitterly discovered his true colors. Tshisekedi's dramatic diplomatic ineptitude reflects his political deficiencies in the Congo. In the EAC region in particular, Tshisekedi's blatant lack of political uprightness is dramatically embarrassing. Former Kenyan President Kenyatta, President Ruto, President Museveni, and President Kagame, who initially embraced Tshisekedi, perceiving him as a credible partner for DRC's crucial role in the EAC, now realize that they were deceived by a cunning political swindler. He only needed them to gain continental legitimacy and solidify his dictatorship. Tshisekedi has demonstrated the same ungrateful political conniving against former Congolese President Kabila, top Congolese bureaucrat François Beya, and presidential candidate Katumbi, who helped him ascend at the helm of the state. Yet, red flags were raised already in 2020, and innumerable communication initiatives alerted African presidents, especially those of the EAC and SADC, about Tshisekedi's destructive politics in the Congo and related erratic diplomacy. It was repeatedly pointed out that Tshisekedi engaged in systematic violations of the Constitution, staged a parliamentary coup d'etat, triggered an erosion of modest strides of DRC's democratization, and destroyed national cohesion. In the same vein, Dictator Tshisekedi showed ineptitude in running a modern state, prompted a disastrous state capture in which he himself, his innumerable relatives, and cynical political cronies have siphoned more than $4 billion from the Congolese and from public treasury in 5 years. Furthermore, Tshisekedi has deliberately organized electoral rigging by subjugating the Electoral Commission and the Constitutional Court. Led by tribal vassals, these institutions will declare Tshisekedi winner of the presidential election. A distorted, corrupt, and technically flawed electoral process will irremediably produce fraudulent results. Worse, Tshisekedi regime has debilitated the Congolese army and resorted to militias and dubious mercenary for national defense. Tshisekedi requested the EAC armies to help in eastern DRC as he felt his regime being threatened by M23 rebels. However, the very same Congolese president fanned hatred and hostility against the EAC military contingents. The same fate awaits SADC troops if they eventually arrive in eastern DRC. It is unfortunate that the EAC and SADC presidents, in particular, did not consider all early warnings about Tshisekedi's dictatorship. Moreover, irrespective of several mechanisms prescribed by the AU, SADC, and EAC for corrective actions against authoritarian drift, no steps were taken to bring Tshisekedi to order. Hence, Tshisekedi felt he is omnipotent. Therefore, he went on to consolidate his dictatorship and to display an diplomatic arrogance against other African presidents. This dramatic and unacceptable situation of a blatant kleptocratic dictatorship, systematic violations of the Constitution, rampant corruption evolving around the Tshisekedi family and cronies, the instrumentalization of the justice system and the security apparatus, the debilitation of the army in conjunction with erratic diplomacy leave no other avenue to patriotic Congolese other than recourse to all means necessary for regime change in accordance with the provision of Article 64 of the Congolese Constitution. SADC and EAC presidents in particular have now discovered that Tshisekedi, who hurls insults on his counterparts, takes emotional decisions contrary to tenets of diplomatic orthodoxy, is not at all a president propitious for DRC's sustainable contribution to the continent's progress. Therefore, it is in the ultimate interest of the Congo's unity, peace, and progress, the Great Lakes' security and stability, the prosperity of EAC, SADC, and Africa that Congolese patriots synergize to put an end to the disgraceful dictatorship of the erratic, inconsistent, futilely arrogant, and predatory dictator Tshisekedi. God bless Africa and the Congo.